Good morning, YouTubers. This is Laura. So I'm reporting in on my P3 day 9, I think. I looked last night, but I'm a little confused after I was relabeling my videos. Anyways, this morning I was up just 0.1 from what I was yesterday, 219.2. I recognize it's all in my head because my last dosage weight said I was 218.6. So it really is just a head game because I'd gotten down to 216 something, and it's just seeing that gain when you're as heavy as I am and you recognize that you failed. You gained all your weight back that you had worked so hard to lose initially. So, I mean, I know it's in my head, I know I'm fine, but it's just that emotional attachment to the weight loss and wanting it so bad and being up from what I had seen as a low weight. And, I mean, I know I'm losing inches. I went back and I verified that on my measurements. So even though I only lost 20 pounds this last round, I lost 35 inches from where I measure, and 4 of them were my waist, 3.5 were my hips, an inch apiece from my thighs, an inch apiece from my arms. So I mean, you know, and my chest, thank gosh my chest was like 4.5. So I mean, it's all good. And it's all, you know, success. It's just my head where I'm at, and it's that number, and I'm battling that number. But every day I have non-scale victories. You know, I can put on something that I haven't worn in a while, and it's not snug, you know, like some of my button-ups. You know, that center button between your breasts isn't, you know, it's not stretching and popping open because the shirt fits properly. And so I'm trying to look at those types of things. I'm trying to stay positive. You know, I'm on my way to work again, and so I'm trying to be positive about that because, hey, at least I get paid. Even though it's not overtime, I still get a decent wage, and it's straight time overtime because of my grade level. So I'm fortunate, and I'm trying to look at it as there's a lot of people that would love to be in my position, and I need to stop whining because I complain about my boss whining, and I realize I'm whining. So I'm trying to stay positive. There's a lot of people that would love to have my job, and it's a sacrifice that I'm making to be away from my husband to ensure that we can afford to support our children when they need supported. And so that's where I'm trying to get my head back around. I tend to be a cup half full type of gal. In fact, at times at work, there's a couple of people that I annoy, and I know I annoy them because they say it condescendingly, but I'm a cheerleader. Yeah, I am. Because you know what? I can choose to be an Eeyore, or I can choose to be a cheerleader pepping up my team. And I prefer positivity versus that Eeyore complex. You know, let's look on the bright side of it. Let's look on the bright side. This morning at 7 something, the person that I was supposed to be working with today, getting our presentation room ready for this review team and getting our presentations ready, said that her headache didn't go away last night and it turned into a full-scale migraine, so she didn't know that she could come to work. And all I could think of is, yay, I don't have to work with your stressed out grumpy butt. And so probably didn't like my text back because it just said, well, it's going to be a light day anyways, not a big deal, you know, take the time to get better. Smiles, and hope to see you Monday. Because inside I was rejoicing because I was really not looking forward to working with somebody you know, that was grumpy and just makes a mountain out of a molehill because, I don't know. I mean, I guess when you've never been in the positions, and she's not young, she's older than I am. I'm not young. Hell, I'm in my 40s, my mid 40s. But I've been there, done that with these type of presentations in these meetings, and even though I stress about having to be front and center and give the information, I played support roles long enough that it's not that big of a deal. And so what that you can't find white tab inserts and the manila ones don't look good and they seem to be shorter than the paper, and so you can't see the tab labels that well. Well, not a big deal. At least they can just turn the lines of inquiry page and then they can see reference number umpty squat. You know, I don't know. Mountain out of a molehill, and I tend, you know, that's the whole Eeyore complex, you know, woe is me. And again, I just tend to be, you know, cup half full type of gal. And so it irritates people at times. And, well, when you've been through some things in life that I've been through, it's just not that big of a deal. Because, and this too shall pass. And you will make the best of it that you can, because that's what we do. That's something that I've had to remember lately, is that I need to make the best out of whatever situation it is that I'm in. And I love my husband. I miss him dearly. I want that comfort of having somebody to come home to. But I also know that as a mother, I can comfort my children by being able to support them and not have them stress out the way I stressed out when I was a young mother. And then, you know, when life happened to me and my ex lost his job, or, you know, just things like that. Don't worry, I'm here, and we will do what we need to do to help you guys. So, alright, enough of that. So, I'm picking up my bootstraps and pulling them on and moving on, trying not to be negative. And I do not think, though, that I'm going to do the full 3 weeks of P3, since I only did a 30-day round. I mean, I didn't do a 46-plus day round. So I think I'm going to wind up doing a, you know, 17-day P3 and then move, you know, go back to P2. I want to lose another 25 to 30 pounds before Thanksgiving, because then I'm going to take an extended time off for the holidays, and I'll be in P3 during Thanksgiving, and then I'll be in P4 during Christmas, and then on the New Year, I can jump right back into another round of HCG. So I'm crossing my fingers that that's the plan, and that's how I plan on doing it. Since I had such a poor round last time, I really think it's going to take 6 weeks or so to lose the 25 pounds that I want to. And so that's where I'm at. Just checking in. You guys have a great day.